If they love the weather and can read on camera, send a video to Junior Forecaster at local3news.com. Presented by Warren & Griffin, your local 5-star law firm.
Local 3 News, because local matters.
Okay, let's get you headed outside with you and those you love. Let's get your kids signed up for summer camp and use something fun to do on a Saturday. Tish Gailmart is here. She's with Reflection Writing, and she has a very active little snake with her today. Who is this?
This is our corn snake. And this snake, believe it or not, is 20 years old.
What?
He's a very old snake, and he actually is so old he has cataracts.
Oh.
So, you know, animals that live under human care, they receive such great care, they live longer.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they develop things that they normally wouldn't develop in the wild because they wouldn't live that long.
I think your experience with us this morning probably is a good way to usher in the conversation, because Tish got here. We had kind of a studio full of people. So she very kindly said, oh, I'm not in a hurry. I'll wait a minute. Other people can go. Well, the other people, when they realized that she had the snake, were a little bit taken aback. Mm-hmm. But you taught them while they waited their turn.
I do. I always take an opportunity to teach, particularly with snakes, because they're charged, usually negatively or positively. There's not a lot of middle ground. And I always tell everybody, you don't have to love this animal, but you really need to respect it, because this is nature's pest control.
And that was the takeaway line that they loved.
They do it all for free. We don't have to call the exterminator when we have snakes, because these guys eat all the rodents.
But you know what else, Tish? I think that what happens, and this goes back to summer camp or to these Saturday experiences that you're going to talk about, is that they were not converts in the studio this morning to the snakes, but they left not as afraid of them.
Exactly.
Once you're up close and personal and you see the markings, he is so
he's
gorgeous.
Spectacular, and he's just shed, so he's particularly vibrant and beautiful. His color is,
look at that.
Look at his belly. Look how beautiful his belly
is. It's unbelievably beautiful. And the iridescentness of his scales up here, of his skin up there.
When you get him in the sunlight, he is iridescent.
Yeah.
Look at the markings.
He looks my old cloisonne out of pearl.
Oh my gosh,
necklace.
that goes way back.
We're going on a journey. So talk about these Saturday adventures that you're having.
We, you know, when the weather starts getting warm, we do these really cool Saturday programs. You can come and visit with Winnie, our barn owl, and we actually fly her in our backyard. It's really amazing to watch, and you learn all kinds of cool things about barn owls. And then another, I think one of the most fun programs we do is you can go for a walk with Vlad, our vulture. We call it Venture with a Vulture. And he will follow you like a dog. And a group of us go for a walk and
he
hike
just
on our
comes
property.
along.
He just hangs out and ambles along with us.
Is he on a leash, or he just comes?
He's totally free. He is trained to follow us. He's very food motivated, and he's trained to follow us. He's also non-flighted from a car strike, so he can't fly away, but he can hop and he can run.
But you know, you think of a vulture and you picture the side of the road, the animal that's died, and the vulture coming down to eat it. So they kind of have that bad reputation.
They've got a really bad rap. And again, this is another opportunity to help people understand how cool vultures are. Without them and without possums, our forest floors would be littered with dead animals. These guys clean all that up for us.
Talk to me too about the plant sale going on.
Yeah, we're doing something different now. Our greenhouse is open 3 seasons. And it's open multiple days through the week. So you can just come and purchase plants all the time now. You don't have to wait for a sale. And all of our staff is down there to help you make good selections for your yard.
Most people know this, but you know, most people know that we need pollinators.
Yes.
I've had some conversations with some folks here lately, because I do a lot with plants, and they've said to me, oh, I'm looking for something that doesn't attract bees. And I'll always say, no. You want the bees because you need that cross-pollination to go on.
Without pollination, we humans cease to exist, because pollination is what makes our food. You know, and we have to remind everyone of the importance of pollinators. And in order to have pollinators, you got to have native plants. No matter where you are in the country, you need to have native plants for your area to attract those pollinators.
Would he just continue to do this with you as long as you'd let him?
He just keeps moving.
He's just very happy.
Yeah. You know, snakes are ectothermic, so whatever the temperature is outside is the temperature he is. So this morning he was cold. He spent the night with me last night, and he was inside, so he was relatively warm, but then in the car ride he was cold. And then as soon as I got in the studio, I picked him up and started handling him. So he's receiving my body warmth and the warmth in the studio. And the warmer he gets, the more active he gets.
If he were in the wild, what would his home be?
So they mostly are on the forest floor.
Okay.
Their coloration allows them excellent camouflage on the forest floor, and their MO is just to sit and wait.
Okay.
They just hang out. Now that's not to say that they're going to they will climb, but typically they're on the forest floor.
Well, do not please kill a snake. If there's one near you, don't go pet it necessarily, but be mindful of them. Sign up for your kids' summer camp at reflectionwriting.org. Also the Saturday programs as well. Who wouldn't want to go walk with a vulture? And their campfire series is coming up on April 12th for a few weeks to enjoy as well.
Summer is for camp at Reflection Writing. Our campers discover nature and wildlife with new friends, exploring a forest full of fun for ages 5